Let's dive into some other injuries that took place yesterday. Wild day in the NFL, especially whenever it comes to injuries. Let's start in San Francisco. Deebo Samuel's shoulder, I guess they're saying he's going to be okay. Trent Williams' ankle happens earlier. He has a boot on. He ends up coming back. This one right here, though, Florio last night said they're being very discreet about CMC's oblique. Does that mean it's more serious, less serious? What are we hearing about Christian McCaffrey, Shefty?
It's not that they're being discreet. It's that's the way that Christian McCaffrey operates with injuries. He's like a military operative that doesn't ever want to share anything and doesn't want anyone to know anything about what's wrong with him. So it's going to be difficult to tell. Look, we know he's dealing with an oblique. I'm going to guess that he's going to see some specialists today. I don't think that he or they know right now whether he'll miss a game, 2 games, any games at all. I think they're trying to figure out exactly what that oblique injury is right now. And again, that's part of the problem on some of these injuries is, everybody says they're okay, and then they're not once they get the MRI. Or they go me to early injury updates to me, it's a little premature on these things. Let's wait till we get some more clarity and they can figure out what's wrong with them. Christian McCaffrey, again, I think we'll be seeing some people today to figure out if and how much time he'll be missing due to this oblique injury. And yes, he will, as he always has, guard these things with his life because he doesn't want anyone to know anything about his body and where to target anything.
What's the fear? Do you know the panic meter or fear level though? So we can at least get a little bit of a heads up because that team without Christian McCaffrey, buddy, not good. Not good news. Now's not the time to be losing Christian McCaffrey, especially with how great he's been playing.
Well, they've always been good. They were good without him, but they are all world with him. And so I think, they could survive and they could lean on Elijah Mitchell and Jordan Mason and Tyrion Davis-Price. They'll figure it out and make it work. But the offense wouldn't operate and function at the same level without the guy that arguably was the MVP of the first 5 games of the season. He's incredible. So they have to figure out what's wrong with him. The fear factor, I can't give you one because they're trying to figure it out.
Okay.
So I don't know what it is right now. It's an oblique. He came back in. He couldn't finish. Not a good sign. And so I guess there's some question as to whether he'll be ready for Monday night at the very least. How about that?
Okay. All right. Okay. There is some question. That is a little. Right. Fear's about a 6 or 7 right now.
Yeah, good.
But we don't have any. We don't have any results. Okay. We appreciate.
Hopefully, you get McCaffrey back, or at least in some aspect, have him take some time and get healthy.
Yeah. What was he talking about?
Yeah. Why is it much?
Oblique?
Why does it feel like a huge deal?
It feels like one because Florio was like they're being
Obliques are weird.
Quiet about it, and then Shefty's like, well, Christian McCaffrey keeps that thing on lock and key or whatever. It's like he had a hamstring last year. I found out immediately after the game.
Yeah.
Everyone knew
because
that.
we lost parlay because of it.
Ringo.
And also
Houston Texans.
Shefty knows. Like he's plugged in with the Niners, so he knows exactly what's going on there.
And we asked what the fear level was. He said maybe miss the next game, right? Didn't know they got a quick one here? They played on Thursday?
Let me guess.
Debo's shoulder as well. Like if those two guys, who knows? Obviously,
Trent too.
Game's over, but yeah, Trent, like Dre Greenlaw, like game's over. But how often?
No, they play Monday night at Minnesota.
I'll save an extra day.
At Minnesota,
Keep 'em out.
they'll be fine.
What's that?
Keep him.
Yeah, I don't need him.
But I think obliques, those core muscle injuries, usually those are at least a couple weeks. I think and for him not to come back into this game, especially with how this game was, it had to be pretty serious.
Yeah, I think so too. But this year, it felt like Christian McCaffrey was like more durable than ever.
Yes.
Because Christian McCaffrey runs himself into car crashes. Like that is just how he plays. You agree, AJ? I mean, I don't want to talk out of pocket.
Oh my
here.
gosh. Yeah, I feel like every time he has the ball in his hands, he expects to score, no matter what.
And if there's 3 guys standing here and there's a crack, I can make it through this crack. So he is speeding up into not trying to I'll miss it. He is speeding into crashes on a regular basis. That's how he's always played. That's just the style of player he is. That leads to good shit like this right here where he's seemingly untackleable. And then every once in a while, it'll lead to muscle strains because he's so explosive, some hard shots that could potentially do some damage to him. And this year, he was just taking those shots and just getting right back up. It was very impressive with what his body had become. Oblique, though, there ain't nothing
No.
But that involves everything.
Everything.
That's everything you do is in
Your back a little. I think it's a little bit like you're hurting your back, where every single breath, every little movement, you feel it. It just depends, I guess, on how bad it truly is.
He still will be whenever he comes back, whenever that is, hopefully sooner than later, because the NFL I love the NFL whenever he's playing football.
Yeah.
But, like, he's Offensive Player of the Year.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Getting MVP consideration. We're talking about him winning the MVP.
Who are you?
Close. Tyreek would be up there with him.
Yeah.
But, 15 games in a row this dude scored. C-Mac is unbelievable, but you look at Tyreek. They're in the discussion for the most valuable player outside of a quarterback. Tyreek is damn near.
He is 186 yards away from 1,000 on the season already.
Tyreek is hilarious. Isn't
He had a scary hammy, but it was a cramp, I guess. Do you see him pull up? And they said it was a cramp-like situation.
Yeah, they thought it was maybe a strained hammy. Thank God it was not that. He came back out there.